What's this? What's this? Me and Frank, Bezies. This morning Danny and I have come to Fruska Gora, which is Serbia's oldest national park. It's about half an hour away from the town. You can just get a bus easily here, and there's lots of hiking routes and lots of things to do. Apparently there's a lot of monasteries on the way as well. There's about 16 around the whole national park, and if you want to go and see all of them it will take you a good 4 days. So we're not going to do that, we're just here for a day, but we'll see what we can find along the way. Oh!
We found our first.
We found a dog, and apparently found a little cat as well. Good morning. Good morning.
Donkey.
It says Nacionalny Park Fruska Gora National Park. So we're starting our walk now and we're following the blue trail. So me, Danny and Frank are off on a walk. This route has only taken us through quite densely forested areas, so I'm not sure whether or not this is one of the routes that actually takes you to the monasteries, because we didn't do much research, we just kind of picked a route and followed it. I hope so, it'd be nice to see something a little bit interesting, but we've just joined another route. So we've been following the blue and green there, but there's also the Love Heart route here, and I think that's the one we read a lot of people follow. So maybe if we're along the Love Heart route for a little bit, we'll find something interesting. But it is a really nice walk in the forest, it's really quiet. We haven't seen or heard anyone since our first 2 minutes in here. So it's just us and nature. And Frank. Not sure whether or not this is something interesting we found.
Interesting? Until we stay here on it?
I don't know what it is. There's a hole and there's a wall. Yeah. But I've got no idea what it is, or if it's even vaguely interesting or not. It's a bit random in the middle of the forest. Been walking for over an hour now and we still haven't come across any people. This is our first sign of any humans at all here, but to be honest that doesn't look like much. Ooh. We've decided to change our route a little bit and we're heading towards a lake that we've seen on our maps, and there is a little path going that way. But there are also some paths in the forest that aren't on the map. So every now and again we have to turn back on ourselves and find the right route. Is it up this way? This looks like it used to be a nice little picnic area, but not anymore. You hoping for a picnic, Frank? So which way? That way? It's turning out to be a pretty hot day. So when we're walking in the shade, it's quite nice to not be in direct sunlight. Because now that we're out of the forested area, definitely feeling the heat on my skin, which isn't bad considering we're in October now. But we're going to head back in, I think, very soon. Back in the shade. Ouch. Ouch, stuck. Oi! I don't know what we've done or how we're doing it, but we seem to be really struggling to find this lake. Like, we're following a route on our phone maps, on Google Maps. We're going in the direct direction, but it just feels all wrong. There's this building here that looks completely abandoned, and we've not really seen anyone else. We've seen a couple of old campfires, but not this way. But I mean, I think maybe if we follow that path, we will find the lake. We're meant to be very close. Yeah, there's this building.
A little one there.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like it could be a boathouse, an old boathouse maybe. Well, I'm wondering whether they use them to pull boats in along this path, because we are very close to the lake. I think it's meant to be bigger than the other lake we saw.
We're bang on the path.
Oh, we're bang on the path, okay. But it also does feel like we shouldn't necessarily be here.
That's when we're told it.
Yeah, maybe so. So I mean, maybe the lesson here is, if you want to see monasteries, actually find out which village you should go to find the right path for the monasteries, because there are loads of different villages you can get off to come hiking in the national forest. We just kind of chose one and decided that's where to go. But we are having an adventure this way, so there's that. Wow! Woo! Now this is what I was hoping for. Proper lake. We found it then.
Found something, definitely.
High five.
The fisherman over there.
Yeah. Oh, and a dog.
Frank.
So this is bizarre. We got to the lake, we found it, we followed the path. There's even one of those hiking huts up there. But a guy just came up to us and said, "This is private land, you can't be here." And we were like, "Oh, but we followed the huts." And he was like, "I don't care." So we're not meant to be here. We were right. Which is a shame, because it's really pretty.
Yeah, we've got a nice view.
We did. We got a nice view for a couple of seconds, and now we've been chased off again. So that's the end of that. So it's a shame, because we were hoping to sit there and relax for a little bit. The water's really blue, the view's really pretty, but we're not allowed to be here. This is taking us back up, and then I think we have to go up and like round, but I don't know. I don't know, man.
If you can go left, that's fine.
Maybe we can kind of cut across here. We've decided that instead of going back into the forest and going the way we came, we're going to follow a path out of the forest, because it leads to a little town or a little village just on the outskirts. We're going to go and have a look around there, and then as far as we know, there are buses from there back into town if that's what we want to do. But I feel like oh, you said there was a couple of churches there that we might get to see.
Like it, yeah.
But we've not found any monasteries in the actual national park.
Maybe there never was any.
Maybe it's all a rumour. But we're going to head that way now. We're into the village now, and from what I can see, people have got some lovely big houses here. Really nice, and then big gardens as well. I guess that's the benefit of living in the countryside, is you don't all have to squeeze into a block of flats. Yeah, some really, really gorgeous properties here. Little stream running through some of their gardens. It's really nice. Look what you've done, Frank. You've got the whole village up in arms. And he hasn't said a word. We found the village church. It's not quite as colourful as I expected it to be. The dog's scaring the chickens.
That's fresh water.
Yeah. So we followed our Google Maps to what we thought was a restaurant, and it's a restaurant and a B&B it looks like, and also maybe a winery, but we're going to come in and see what they've got to eat. So we've come into the restaurant, and as well as a restaurant and a hostel, he's actually got a rakia cellar. So he makes all his own rakia. So he's got pear flavour, plum flavour, grape flavour, and then like a fruity spirit as well. And as a welcome, he's let us try some. I really like the fruity one because it is fruity, it's sweet, and it's a bit smoky as well. And cheers! So we ended our day at the restaurant. We decided to enjoy some time relaxing there, and then we headed back on the bus back to Novi Sad. It was a really nice day. Yeah. It didn't go as planned. We didn't see what we wanted to exactly, but despite that, it was definitely a really nice day, and we had an adventure. Nice to meet you. Oh, what is happening?
We're not going to make it to the mountain, are we?
No, Frank's trying to stop me. The cats are coming over. Okay, Frank, okay. Good dog.